checked your bay number? Check again. Unauthorized landing may trigger a lethal response. Blocking the docking bay access corridor is not permitted. This starport will not allow such intolerable behavior. Loitering is a crime punishable by death. Make sure you have authorization before you enter the docking bay.
Hello and welcome to Moonshot Voyages. Today we are doing kind of an impromptu stream, and this is the search for a fleet carrier. If you were here for last stream, you would know that when I landed, I noticed my ship was fairly damaged, and so I would like to find a fleet carrier to try to repair my ship and turn in my cartographics data, just in case something bad happens and I lose all of that. So that's what I'm doing on this impromptu stream today. Usually I don't stream on Wednesdays, but I am today. So, yeah. So the first thing I want to do is just search the map for fleet carriers. Now there is a way that we can do this, but it wasn't working the other day. So here's where we are right now. We're in the I can't even read this. The Ogimi sector. So first things first, we turn this over to map mode. Actually, let's look at this too. So what this is this is just kind of general, like what it's going to show us. So we have fleet carrier markers, starter zone markers, we don't need those. Squadron bookmarks, don't need those. Ship, sure. Engineers, yeah. So most of the stuff we want to leave on. Actually, a lot of it we'll go ahead and turn off. So this is pretty much the way I want it. So then we'll go back to the map and we turn this over to show us systems with carriers. And let's see, we don't need to do the trades. We could do population, but I don't think that's going to do anything. So now, in theory, we should see like a little yellow dot wherever there is a carrier. I just don't think it's working, or I just never have the camera in the correct spot. So I'm just kind of gonna go forward for a little bit and see if we don't have one pop up. There's something. It looks like another nebula though. Might be cool to go visit that. Whoops. And I'm pretty sure it is working because I think I zoomed into Sagittarius A and I did see some fleet carriers over there. But I'm fairly certain there's fleet carriers in the area that we're in now. So I'm not sure why they're not showing up. Boy, we're getting so close to the center, you guys. So close. So now we've crossed over into the galactic center area. You know, it's possible that most of these fleet carriers are in the plane of the galaxy. Okay, so it doesn't look like the ones at Sagittarius are showing up. The one in Sagittarius is showing up. Okay. Okay, so at this range, we should be able to see them pop in and out like that. So now I'm just going to go back straight until we get back to the star that we're at, and hopefully we'll see some others aside from those on our way. Sorry about that. Yeah, I'm just not seeing anything. Okay, so what I might have to do, oops, where are we going now? So we're going back to Sagittarius A, okay. Bunch of fleet carriers in the center, but not where I need them to be. Okay, so this is where I'm going to go ahead and switch over to the browser, and we're going to search for fleet carriers using INRA. So this is a handy website that's great for searching for this kind of stuff. So first we're going to go to, I think we'll just go to, oh wait, no, we'll go to search, and then we'll hit nearest. Okay, and this is where we put in our information. So this is where I am right now. So I'm going to say, see, there's fleet carrier services administration vendor, but I just need a fleet carrier. I think they're, yeah, I think they're still considered stations. Vendor administration services. I don't know if that's, I guess that's what we're looking for. So that found nothing within 50,000 light years. Let me see if I can get this a little bit. There we go. Okay. So we're going to select a region. What region are we in? We are in the Empyrean region. Empyrean. I don't know if maybe that's the one. It's weird that these aren't in alphabetical order. Okay. So I'm going to try that. Okay, so that found a few. So now I'm going to do this by name and see if there's anything in the area where we are, which is O Gimme. So we'll go down to O. P. Boy, there is. Okay. So there's none in here. So what I'm going to do now is just kind of look around and see what other sort of areas are around here on my here. So let me switch back to a live game. All right, so we didn't see any in this sort of sector area, but we will continue into another sector. So here's something called Shrogai. Whoops. Okay, so now we'll look for that on the list, and I won't pop the list back up, but okay, it looks like we do have Shrogai VT. Okay, there's a few of these around, so I'm going to copy. I'm going to copy that, and then we'll go in here. Oh boy. So that's 5,400 light years away. Almost 5,500. That's about as far away as we are from Sagittarius. So we're going to try a different one. Let's do this one. See if that gets us a little bit more in line. Okay, that's only 1,700 light years away, and it looks like it's around that black hole. We're pretty close to that. Yeah, it looks like it's in that system that I kind of wanted to go to anyway. So let's go ahead and plot that, and we'll go see if this one is open. Actually, we could probably see here. Switch back to browser. So the one we're looking at is MHV E2. Whoops, that's not what I wanted. Although, this must be it. Okay. It's fleet carrier, missing services, outfitting, technology broker, interstellar factor, search and rescues, concourse. So, okay, mining supplies, repair, redemption, and shipyard services for all pilots. Federation commanders currently available. Okay, so that's the owner's announcements. Oh, here we are. Commodity market, shipyard contacts, redemption, universal cartographics. Okay, so this one does look like it will help us. And rearm, refuel, repair. Perfect. That's what we're looking for. No crew lounge, but that's okay. So what we're looking for is this and this. So let's head back to the lab game. We've got our thing plotted. Are there two black holes there? No. Okay. And that looks like it's going to be 43 jumps. So this is going to be kind of a maybe a longer stream. I might be skipping a lot of planets to get out there. Yeah, maybe we'll do that. We'll kind of slow down to scan like larger systems for water worlds, but outside of that, I'm thinking we'll just kind of fly straight through, just to get some miles.
Landing gear retracted.
So I think I landed here at night. This is a pretty cool looking planet. Nice little canyon going on there. Pretty small planet too. Okay.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
I am still technically at work, kind of. Yesterday was my last day, but then we had kind of an emergency today that I had to deal with. Not my fault. Been kind of on the clock, but I think I'm not going to have anything to do until tomorrow morning, which is good because my gear is going back to the post house tomorrow morning. So hopefully, whatever it is, we can get it done before 11. So, because that's when they're showing up.
Frameshift drive charging.
I forgot to see what kind of star we're going to. Hopefully it's fuelable, because we're getting pretty low. Yeah. 12 bodies. We're gonna skip this one anyway.
Fuel scooping complete. Warning. Temperature question.
Excuse me, I had to sneeze. Actually, we are gonna take a look at the waveform here because it looks like we might have some ammonia worlds. So we'll go ahead and scan this system and get that ammonia world thing going. Boo-doo-doo. There it is. There it is. So it's 2,600 light seconds. That's not too far. It's getting close to the edge, though. How far I don't mind traveling.
System scan complete.
Okay, let's do this. That. Right? Our first ammonia world of the day. Which isn't too bad, because what are we? I guess we're already 22 minutes in. But only our first system. I hope there's no Thargoids here.
Surface scanned by 50%. Surface scan
All right.
complete.
So that means ammonia world. Ammonia world discovered. Go back to here. This is weird. I'm not getting some of the sound effects that I should be. Oh well. Oh yeah, speaking of which, be sure to turn on your seatbelts. Interesting. Okay, so continuing on.
Frameshift drive charging. Fuel scooping.
5. We're not even going to slow down for this one. Just going to get our fuel and run.
Fuel scooping complete. Frameshift drive charging.
Cool. Saving the time.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete. Frameshift drive charging.
So this said 11, so my rule is if it's below 10, I don't even slow down. If it's below 15, I at least check the waveforms to see if there's anything interesting. Now, we've got an Earth-like sitting here, possibly, so it's probably a good thing we slowed down. There we go. Man, that's extremely lucky. Only second system we stopped at. First system had a ammonia world. Second system has an Earth-like. Kind of hope it's this way all the way to Sagittarius. It'd be awesome.
System scan complete.
Okay, now tell me that that wasn't already scanned by somebody. Good. All right. So let's go take a look at this Earth-like. It's only 292 light seconds away, which means it's about 3/4 the distance, or almost about half the distance closer to the sun than our planet Earth is. So either that star is not as big, not as hot, or this is a really hot Earth. So, and it's like right on the edge of the Goldilocks zone. I forgot what star class it was that we came into. Scan this Earth flag.
Surface scanned by 50%. Surface scan complete.
Earth like the sky. Alrighty.
Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, fuel scooping.
So technically this is over my 15 planet limit, which means I would automatically map this system, but since I'm in kind of a hurry, we might do just what we did last time, just slow down, just to see the waveform,
Fuel scooping complete.
see that signal. If it doesn't look interesting, then we'll just keep going. So this just has gas giants, icy bodies, so we'll go ahead and keep going.
Frameshift drive charging.
Yeah. Maybe we'll hit it up on the way back.
4, 3, 2. Fuel scooping.
There's a big system here. I think the biggest I've ever ran into was like 72 of undiscovered.
Fuel scooping.
One of the biggest systems was the one that the Odyssey Alpha took place in, the first 2 phases. That was 105 bodies, I think, which is just crazy high. Okay, so it just looks like some gas giants. The worst that we're missing is a couple of class 4 giants, possibly. That's okay, I can live without those.
Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, fuel scooping.
This looks like it may have already been mapped. Maybe not.
Fuel scooping complete.
No, it hasn't. Let's see what the waveform shows. Oh, yeah, nothing interesting. So we'll get the discovered by, but that's it.
Frameshift drive charging.
Sorry about that.
Four, three, two, fuel scooping.
Okay.
Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete. Frameshift drive
Not even
charging.
slowing down for this one.
Four, three, two,
one. 15. Okay, gotta slow down.
fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete. Frameshift drive charging.
31 more jumps. Ooh. A little monotonous exploring.
Three, two, fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
Let me check something. I'm getting a little concerned. Yeah. We're kind of going the wrong way, sort of. I mean, it's not too bad. It's a little out of our way, though. I'd rather be going straight up towards Sagittarius, but oh well, this is fine. We'll see. I started at about 5,500 light years away from Sagittarius, so
Frameshift drive
we'll
charging.
see. We'll see if I cut that down at all, going so far out of the way. Also, I think after this next jump, I am going to get some water,
Three,
because I am getting parched. So I'm going to go ahead and get some water, so I'll be right. And I'm back. Yay! Got my water. Well, iced tea. Close enough.
Fuel scooping.
9 planets. Why is that a familiar number?
Fuel scooping complete.
I'll look. No. Nothing there.
Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, system scan complete. Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete. Frameshift drive charging.
Let's change my white balance a little bit. Oh. Oh.
Three,
That's not too bad.
fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
Rocky Ice Worlds. Nothing too interesting.
Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two,
Oh. Might have ran into a little problem here. So let's see here.
cannot comply.
Insufficient fuel. So we may have to do I wonder how insufficient, because we can do an FSD injection. I can do 117 of those. Yeah, we'll try one of these. See if this gives us a little extra push. Yes, it does. But the question is this going to be a fuel star? If it's not, then I'm going to have to go somewhere else.
Frameshift drive charging.
It is. It's a K star, so we should be all right. FSD injection for the win!
Fuel scooping. Warning, temperature critical. Fuel scooping complete.
Okay.
Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, Frameshift drive charging.
21 jumps. 21 jump. Straight.
Four, three, two, fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
Alright, anything interesting here? Nope, just a bunch of gas giants. Some asteroid clusters.
Frameshift drive charging. Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete. Frameshift drive charging.
We're getting there. 16 jumps to go.
Three, two, fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete. Warning, temperature critical.
Might have a water world here. Gotta check that out. there's the water world. Oh, you know what? There might be at least two. Yeah, there's another one. Oh, yeah, there's two of them in this system. Awesome.
System scan complete.
Alright, so let's go to this first one. It's only 1,300 light seconds away. It's not too bad.
Surface scanned by 50%. Surface scan complete.
So there we are. There is our water world. Alright, moving on to that second water world. And, oof, 2,000 light seconds, so it's all the way on the other side. Yeah, that's okay. Take a second. Couple minutes. Yeah, I wish my sound effects were working. I don't know why. why they aren't. Oops. Oh no! I was too busy looking at these settings. Wow, 7 days. This area is going to be messed up.
Surface scanned by 50%.
Oof. Let's see here.
Surface scan complete.
Alrighty. I'm going to try that one more time. Alright, so now I can hear it, so I basically have to reset those settings every time. I really need to update my computer so I get a newer version of OBS.
Frameshift drive charging.
I'm sure you guys have been able to hear it the whole time. Nope.
Frameshift drive charging.
Excuse me while I check my text messages. No work stuff.
3, 2, 1.
icy body. Yep. Nothing good.
Frameshift drive charging. Temperature critical. Frameshift drive charging.
Ooh.
Fuel scooping. System scan complete. Fuel scooping complete.
Alrighty. Oops. And more jumps.
Frameshift drive charging. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two,
Seems I found a neutron star. Alright. Alright, this is unexplored. Somebody found that before, but looks like they just kind of flew through. So, looks like we got some water worlds here. Great. We'll go ahead and map this. Got a class 1 gas giant. That looks like it for that. Alright, we got one water world. Ooh, 349,000 light seconds away. We are not going to scan that. Yeah, this one's also that far away. So we are not going to do that, even though... Boy, it's pretty tempting. It would probably take 20 minutes to get out there. I just don't feel like doing that right now, but I might mark it to do... So we're not very far from where I want to land, so I might mark it to come back later off stream. Go ahead and grab those. I might just do that. Because there are 3 water worlds out here. That's a pretty good discovery. Oh my gosh, there's 4 water worlds out here. It's pretty crazy. Neil Patrick Hairless. That's a great name. What CPU, GPU do you run for Elite? I'm looking to upgrade but don't want to spend a fortune, thanks. Well, I'm probably not the right person to ask. I'm running an 11-year-old Mac Pro. It's got a quad-core 2.6 gigahertz Xeon from 2010. But I am running a GTX 1080 as my GPU. But I would check... But that's just regular Elite Dangerous. For Odyssey, you might want something a little more. I was able to run it in Ultra just fine when I wasn't streaming, but it'd be nice to have a little more leg room. So I've been pricing out PCs. Man, 4 water worlds. I've been pricing out PCs recently, and I noticed that what is it? Was it Shadow? I forget which PC company I was looking at, but I was able to build a pretty decent rig with our RTX 3080s with Ryzen 9. Not the Threadripper, but the other one. Anyway, the 9 series for like $2,500. So, but then again, I was looking to build not just a gaming PC, but 3D animation and stuff. So that's actually decent for 3D stuff. But for regular Elite without Odyssey, I mean, you can run it on a pretty low-end system, in my opinion. So we're gonna play, but just so you know, I've got Mac Pro running Windows 7 with a quad core or 6 core. It might be a 6 core Xeon 2.66, 26 gigs of RAM, and a NVIDIA GTX 1080. So if that helps, I don't know. Chip shortages, stuff is out of sight. Do you remember the company you did the build on? Oh man, what was that? It was recent. It was recent enough that it was popping up in my Facebook, just like, hey, look at this, you know. Let's see if I just have a random ad. I mean, I think I literally just Googled best PC build sites and just started looking at some of those. I want to say it was like Shadow Tech or something like that. I'm sorry, I can't remember right now. But yeah, it seemed like, I don't know, it seemed like they had a lot of stuff in stock. It seemed like they had stuff.
Frameshift drive charging.
Man, why can't I remember? I need to remember for myself because I actually found a decent system that I wouldn't mind purchasing. But I'm sure I've got it somewhere in my search history. But that would probably be on my laptop. So, yeah, if you can get like an RTX, 2060 or higher, I think you'll be golden.
Fuel scooping.
You're welcome.
Warning. Temperature critical. Fuel scooping complete.
Nothing cool here. Oh, actually, before I get too far away, where was I? Last system we were at. Is it this one? Let's see. Waterworld. Yeah, it was this one. So I want to. And I'm going to call this. Let's see. Waterworld times 4. And we're going to call this 00001. So it shows up hopefully at the top of my list of markers. No, it doesn't matter. I can see it there anyway. But yeah, here it is. So then I'll come back off stream, scan those water worlds because that's going to be worth a pretty penny. But we've only got 3 jumps left until we're at the fleet carrier that I want to sell some of this cartographic data to before I start heading into the center region, sector, whatever you want to call it.
3, 2, fuel scooping.
I found Shadow Tech, but it's paying for a cloud computer. Yeah, I could be wrong. It may not be Shadow.
Frameshift drive charging.
I thought that was part of it, but yeah. Damn, wish I could remember for my own sake.
4, 3, 2, 1. Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
Let's see. Oh, I think it was called Digital Storm. I don't know why I thought Shadow was part of the name. I think it's Digital Storm. That sounds correct. Okay, so we have one jump left, and that Digital Storm allows you to, pick your case, pick your main board, all that fun stuff. So we're about to jump into the system. I know it has a black hole in it, so I will remind you. Please fasten your seatbelts.
Frameshift drive charging. System scan complete.
Alright, so we definitely have a black hole there. Tourist installation. Now that's interesting. No problem, man. Yeah, see if you have any luck there. Might be a little pricey, but you might find something decent. Okay. Well, there's not much in this system, but I want to know what this tourist installation is. It must just be a beacon? Oh, yeah. Interesting. Let's see what that is. So, obviously a black hole. Slow down. I've never seen anything like this. They just put this tourist installation on the edge of a black hole. I've never seen this in the game before. What is this even doing here? I mean, I would understand it's for that, but That's great. Can I land on it? No? Oh, there's a beacon. Whoops. It's a cool little installation. A restaurant out at the end of the universe. Yeah, I guess. Good. Where's the actual beacon? Oh, there it is. Alright, let's scan this. Tourist spot 84. This delightful view of a black hole within a green nebula was suggested by Commander Dragon Cub X. Oh, that's neat. Man, I wonder if I could do that. I discovered a system where there's 2 neutron stars orbiting each other, orbiting a black hole. Doesn't look as pretty as this because I don't think it's in a nebula, but it's bluish, so it's kind of neat. Wow, there's like other people flying around here. That's cool. All right, so I'm going to take a look at this. But yeah, I wonder if I could petition Frontier to put one of these out by the system that I discovered. That'd be awesome. Cool. I was hoping I could do that. Okay.
Landing gear deployed.
That is. This is cool. Never seen anything like this. It's registering that I actually landed. The hitbox is a little off there, but maybe I'll... Can't really tell I'm not landed. Wonder how many Elite Dangerous players are into real-life astronomy. Yeah, I wonder that too. I am, and I know down-to-earth astronomy is. But I imagine quite a few actually are, or at least on a little higher level than a typical gamer, especially the explorers. That's just an assumption based on almost nothing, but yeah. That looks cool. Maybe I'll land there. I have two cameras and an 8-inch Dobsonian. That's cool. I just have a DSLR that I put onto my. I've got a Meade 80mm, a Meade 80mm telescope, and it's kind of cool. People die taking selfies every day. Yeah. That is true. Yeah, I've got a refractor, and I like it quite a lot. It's a good starter scope. I got it on Craigslist for like $75. But I just ordered a EQ tracker, an equatorial tracker. So I'm hoping to get that in like a couple of months. Everything's on back order, but I'm pretty excited about that. It's just one of the cheaper ones. I figured it might be good. Favorite target to view? Well, right now, boy, I mean, I'm starting with kind of the sort of the easier things just to start out with. So the planets, Saturn looks pretty awesome. I love looking at Saturn. But I want to start getting pictures of the Orion Nebula. I got a couple of good pictures of it last year. I'm afraid I might be a little late this year for when it's up in the sky. What's your favorite target? Because I want to start taking pictures of like deep space nebula and other galaxies. Like Andromeda is on my list. All right, that's enough sightseeing. What a cool place. Those solar panels. It's just a neat place.
Frameshift drive charging.
Yeah, Dobsonian. 8 inches, yeah, you're gonna get some really good deep deep sky pictures of that. Although I don't know if it's a very wide field. Okay, remember. Alright, where is this? Where is this fleet carrier? I mean, I love Jupiter. I have planetary lens. I paid too much for, but seeing it in 4 moons is amazing. Oh, yeah. Yeah. It's... I mean, yeah, that's hard to argue. And it's great because, I mean, you probably get a very good view of it with that 8-inch Dibsonian. But even with my 80mm Meade, you know, refractor, it's like, yeah, I can see a couple weather bands and 4 moons usually, depending on where they are in the orbit. I'm going after galactic core picks this summer. Oh, yeah, man. Yeah, I can't wait to get my tracker, my equatorial mount, and just like get some long exposure. I don't know how great the DSLR is going to do with that, so just kind of experimenting and just kind of adding on as I can here and there. But yeah, that's pretty great. How long have you been astrophotography? Doing astrophotography?
Permission granted. Check your landing pad assignment. Commander, check your landing gear.
My new iPhone 12 Pro Max takes unreal star pics. 45 years maybe, I've wanted my whole life. Yeah, you know, I got into it a little bit in high school, and then once I moved to go to college and just kind of get my life going, I kind of put it on hold for, gosh, 15 years. And now that I'm in a lot more like secure place,
Welcome to this carrier.
like I have a lot more time to do it and a lot more money to spend. But I have an iPhone Pro 11 Max, and yeah, it's yeah, I got busy, yeah, and it just, you know, wasn't a priority. But now it's something I really like to do, and yeah, it's cool. I need to set up my scope again. I took it up to Oregon over the holidays. It's really dark sky up there, and I just haven't brought it back out yet. But hopefully soon, maybe this weekend. I'm wrapped on the project that I was on, so I should have plenty of time now at nights to to do that. Okay, so we are going to repair this thing, but first we're going to turn in some cartographics because we've probably got a few things. I'm actually in Southern California. I went to film school. So I live in Southern California. I live in Los Angeles, which is a little bit of a challenge doing astrophotography. But if you go about an hour outside the city, you can actually find some pretty decent dark sky areas. Where are you about in the country? I hear like Arizona and those kind of places is just amazing. Or I guess I should say, where are you about in the world? I'm only assuming you're in the United States. I lived in LA, Norwalk, just halfway to Vegas. Oh, okay. Yeah. So it's dark out there, I'm sure. Oh, just had halfway, but yeah. Lived in LA and Sacktown, Sacramento. Is that what it is, or is that something I'm unaware of? Sacramento. Boom. Wish it would not do that. It's a little bug that's been happening. Boy, I've only got 12 more of these pages. I wish they would load a little faster. Let's get rid of that. Yeah, I remember the first time I saw Jupiter. It was from my backyard in high school, and it was just like, it blew my mind that I could see something like that from my backyard. Yeah, 90 minutes toward Vegas, gets decent skies. I live in West Virginia now. Closest neighbor is 2 miles. Yeah, man, I'd have the biggest telescope I could afford out there. Man, that's great. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, get some deep sky galactic images for sure. I just think it was amazing to see the Milky Way swath, you know, just because even where I grew up in Oregon, it wasn't dark enough to. But if you like go out to a place purposeful, yeah, it's quite amazing. Of course, I guess I'm giving this person like 25% of my findings here. I guess that's okay. I like Oregon, Clackamas Lane, the county or country parts. Country? Mount Hood was an amazing stay. Yeah, Mount Hood's cool. I lived about 40 miles south of Portland in McMinnville. And so we had a hill next to our house, and on clear days on top of that hill, you could see Mount Hood and Mount St. Helens pretty easily. That was pretty neat. And yeah, I did a little bit of astronomy in high school from there. And yeah, it was really no problem just pointing the telescope up. So, what took you out to West Virginia? Only 5 more to go. So I'm thinking I made probably 80 to 100 million so far on this trip. That's my guesstimate. I grew up here, moved my family away in the 90s, worked my way back, bought my childhood home. Oh, cool. Property, and I'm going to give retirement a shot. Oh, well, that sounds good. Man. Um, yeah, and it's good to have a hobby in retirement. My dad is retired, and he I love him to death, but he doesn't really have a hobby, and so he just kind of watches TV all day. It's like, Dad, you gotta find something to do. And I think astrophotography and astronomy in general is like perfect. It's not too tiring unless of course you're lugging around a ton of equipment. But outside of that, like, man, it could be really relaxing and just just a really fun thing to do, especially if you go to like a star party or something. There's a bunch of other people there. It's so fun. Man, that's cool to buy your childhood home. That's great. All right, so it looks like I'm done with that. So I'm going to exit this and then go back in. And oh, okay, so we had 122 million. Now I have 295 million. So that was what, about almost 160 million in cartography data. So that's pretty awesome. Let's do some advanced maintenance. I would do it all, but I'm afraid that would actually fix my paintwork, and I don't want to fix the paintwork. I kind of like it the way it is. So we're going to refuel all, and then go back to structural. Oh, internal. Oh, I see. Let's repair all internal. Boy, we had some issues going on there. So there we go. Ship integrity, definitely take that back up. Structural, yeah, paintwork. All right, I think that's it. I think that's it for me. So I've got cool, 100%, and then my modules should all be good to go. Yep. Sweet. So we are back in business. And I don't know if this will be my next stream or not. My next stream will be tomorrow at about 8 o'clock. But I will try to get as close. I think maybe my Sunday stream is when we'll finally get into Sagittarius A. Because I do like to kind of, look around. So we made about 800 light years progress here, because we went pretty far out of the way. Hey, Neil Patrick Harris, thank you for the follow. Very much appreciated. One of my goals in my stream eventually, after I get better at astrophotography, is to actually get pictures of stuff, around the bubble that we can actually see from Earth, or from the northern hemisphere anyway. And like the Orion Nebula and Andromeda, although you can't go to Andromeda in the game, but things that are relatively close to Earth that I can find with my modest telescope, and then show those on the stream, and then actually go there in the game. I think that would be just freaking cool. Most of the things I want to take pictures of, though, aren't even in this galaxy. So, but there's some nebula that I can probably get. So, anyway, again, thanks for the follow, man, and thanks for hanging out and talking. It's always cool to meet another elite player and another one who enjoys astronomy and astrophotography. It's pretty great, and I think it's one of the coolest sciences, especially for kids, to get into, because your results are almost immediate. You point that telescope up at Jupiter, and if it's lined up okay, split second, you've gone from never seeing Jupiter to now seeing Jupiter, and it just blows your mind. That's what happened to me in high school. My mom came down to visit just last year, and I showed her Saturn, and she had never seen Saturn ever, and now she could see the rings, and she could see the cast shadow across it, and it was very tiny, but you could see it, and yeah, it's just unreal. So yes, appreciate the conversation. It's always fun to talk about this stuff. I'm a nerd at heart, hence the exploration role in this wonderful, awesome game, and yeah, hopefully you can get a decent PC. I don't know if you've tried the alpha at all. Supposedly they're gonna optimize it to be able to run the same as Horizons with the same specs. I don't know if that's actually what they're going to end up being able to do, but like I said, my computer's 11 years old, other than the GTX, and it runs Horizons at 1440 in Ultra while also streaming just fine. So yeah, so that's something. Anyway, let's see if there's anybody to raid. I'm wondering if my buddy, Silver Metal Tavern. This is one of my good friends. He does board games, and so I think I'm gonna raid into him. So I am going to say goodbye. Appreciate the follow. Appreciate you watching, and I will be back tomorrow at 8 o'clock Pacific. And until then, fly dangerously in 07. So let's go check out the Silver Metal Tavern.
We were just talking about you, my friend. I hear you had a raid from Brain in a Jar the other last night. That is quite exciting. Yeah. And Deathhawk was super into the game, which is really cool. Yeah, that's awesome. That's really cool. I kind of want to see the VOD for that. Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah, I was curious if you were on last night. It was towards the end.